The right data is important for going to market and showing your product. If you don't have the right and enough data to reach out, you will always fail. So you have to ensure that you are doing the right process to gather enough data. In order to do that, you have to use the FETE framework in Clay. That is FETE. This FETE breaks any prospecting or lead gen process into four repeatable stages. And the four repeatable steps are F for find, E for enrich, T for transform, and E for export. I am going to explain each of the terms in this video. FETE helps SaaS founder, marketers, and sales team to automate their pipeline by turning any lead into fully enriched and clean data that they can use to outreach. By following this framework, teams can systematically gather leads, find other useful information for that lead, write personalized line, and push it into the CRM or to the other outreach tools like a smart lead. This saves a lot of time for GTM engineers. This streamlines the whole lead generation process. Now, first we discuss F in FETE, and that is F means find. You have created the ICP and written down your persona. So suppose that your ICP is software industry and persona is the CEO. The next step is to find them. If you make any mistake in finding the right data, your further process will be incorrect. So you have to carefully find the right data. You can use the tools other than Clay, such as Apollo, Lead Magic, or Sales Navigator to find it. And you can import it into the Clay. Or you can use the Clay built-in feature to find people and company. So this is all about F. Now, E in FETE framework. E means enrichment. Only finding the data such as name, email, LinkedIn profile is not enough. You have to find the other information about the data, such as what they do, who they are, what tools they use, whether they have received funding or not, and what triggers make them your ideal prospect. If you have the company names and their website, you can find out the number of employees in the company, annual revenue of the company, headquarter location, the industry of the company belong to, and hiring trends. There are also other kind of data such as funding data, technology the company use, etc. Enrichment is critical because it will help you to segment your prospect into different categories. You can segment whether they received funding or not. This will help you to write resonating message and increase the reply rate. It helps to write personalized email that are tailored to that prospect only. Now, T in FETE framework. T means transform. Until now, we have found the data and enriched them with other data points. But we have to transform this data into a usable form so that we can use it in our outreach. So suppose that we have found a job title. Now, normally when we scrap the job title, it is not cleaned. It is an unstructured format. For example, suppose a person named David scrapped job title as a senior software engineer in Microsoft in USA, like that, the job title. If we will use this job title in our message, it will feel like that a person has not written, because any person will write job title not as that software engineer in Microsoft, or they will not write like long form of job title. They will write short form. So we can clean it, or we can normalize the job title as software engineer only. Other example of transforming is writing personalized line. In this find stage, we have found the person's name in his LinkedIn profile. In the enrichment stage, we have extracted his LinkedIn profile information. Now we have to transform the data into usable form. We will use Clay agent to transform the LinkedIn profile into the personalized line so that we can use it in our email copy. At last, we have to export the whole data. You can export it into your local computer or CRM, or directly to email outreach tools such as a smart lead. Hi. So let's do the practical. So F in FETE, that is find. So you can find people, you can find companies, you can find jobs, right? So, and you can also import from the CRM. So first let's look find people. So if you look find people, just you can select, there are many filters, right? That which company they belong to, what should be their industry, what should be their job title, and there is many filter. You can select seniority, job function, okay, job title to include, job title to exclude. Okay, so there are many filters: location, profile, language, education, and you can do it according to the ICP, right? And if you'll do find companies, you can, if you'll do find companies, then here you can filter the company. You can extract the company based on the industries, based on the company size, based on the annual revenue, funding raised, right? Here you can see that associated member count, company type, that it is privately held or public company, partnership, or self-employed, and minimum follower count, yes, obviously on the LinkedIn. Okay, what should be the location? So what is the location? United States or India? You should also, you can also filter look-alike company. So suppose that if you have a company, you are working with some company like XYZ, and they are your ideal customer, right? So you can paste their LinkedIn URL here, and now you can have similar type of company. Okay, so product and services, and then AI filter is there. So you can all this according to your ICP. So you first have to write your ICP, right? Okay, I need this type of industry, company belonging to this industry, employee size this one, 50 to 500, or any employee size. Okay, and which of the location, and then you can select the persona according to you. So this is all the find feature of the in the clay table. And you can also import it. Okay, you can also import from the CRM, or if you have extracted the data from other tools such as Apollo or Lusa, right? You can just import from the CSV. So clay gives all the features. Clay provides all the features to enable the find in FETE framework. Okay, now, so what I will do, first I will find the people. So suppose that I want a job title should include software engineer. Okay, software engineer. So software engineer. Okay, I want to find software engineer. Okay, because this is belongs to my ICP. Suppose that I'm just giving you an example. And job titles to exclude. So if I will include software engineer, there might be chance that software developer may also come, right? There might be chance. So I will exclude. I don't want software developer, although they have similar uh, role. So experience, I want experience of minimum current load 2 years of experience. Okay, and location should be United States. United States. Okay, sorry. Location should be United States. United. One second. United States. Okay. Uh, and then profile. Profile is name. Okay, if you will just give the name, then you will get very less amount of data, because if you will have this much of filter, you will have very less amount of data. So I don't want to include the name. Okay, if you want to find a particular software engineer, okay, you can give the name, and you can give the company name, and you can give the location name, then you can find that particular software engineer. But I don't want to find a particular software engineer. I want to have my own persona and ICP, and then I am finding that. Okay, certification, I don't want. Languages, I don't want. Education, you can also include which university he must have studied, but I don't want this persona to be included. Okay, past experiences, I don't know. Limit 100 record max per search. So I just want 10 record. Okay, I just want 10 record. And limit per company, how many software engineers per company? So I want only one. Okay. So this is the all the find feature. Now you can see that name has come, company name has come, job title has come, and location and LinkedIn URL. And if you will remember what I have told in the find in FETE framework, that LinkedIn URL should be must. If you will don't have LinkedIn URL, you can't find the other data point. Understood? So I have found 10 according to my ICP in persona. So just I will do continue. Okay, I'm just continuing it. Now this will fetch all the person data, like into a table. It will make a table. Okay, now, hey, we have found out the their LinkedIn URL, the name, the company domain, and LinkedIn profile. Okay, in the find. Now the next section is enrichment section, where we find other data points. So we can find the other data point of person. Okay, or the company, that whether it is job opening or not. So let's see. So you will go to the action at the right side, at the top, and then you can see the enrichment tab here. Now you can see there are so many enrichment. What you can do, you can find many data points of any company or any person, okay? And obviously we can use it in our outreach process, and it can be used in segmentation of the audience, okay? So you can use AI. We can use AI to uh, research about any person or the company, okay? We can enrich person that we can enrich the company. Okay, the company profile we can enrich that, employee count, companies, the jobs, and all. Then work email we can find out of any person. Company job opening, so what type of jobs opening. So if you are a recruiting agency, you can use this enrichment tool to find out that whether the company has had job openings or not, and then you can reach out to them, okay? Company revenue, so you can get the company revenue data, so it will fit into your ICP. Suppose that your ICP is belongs to the company uh, which has $10 million to $50 million revenue. So you can use that company revenue, and you can filter it out. You can find the company domain. We have already company domain right here, okay? So we don't have to find out that. Then website tech stack, that which technology that website is using. Is it using WordPress or any other technology? uh, Monthly website traffic, company latest funding, whether the company has funded latest or not. And then you can, this is all, you can see that this is all the AI agent only. And here we have given the input, that the prompt, that is inbuilt prompt, it is in the inside the clay, okay? So positive news of the company, classify as B2B or B2C company. So suppose that you have extracted uh, 10,000 domains from Apollo, okay? And then you have to classify whether it is B2B or B2C, because suppose that if you have 10,000 domains or 10,000 companies, and you need to reach out only to B2C company or only to B2B company, right? So you can classify that whether the company is B2B or B2C. Okay, now what is the company mission statement? So it can go to the website and it can find the company mission statement. So these are all enrichment you can use, means you can find the other data points. And why we find other data points. The first one is used to segment the lead. You can use in segmentation, so that we can write better email copies to them. And the second is that we can use it in our email copy, okay, to write personalized line, okay? So suppose that if I will use a company job opening, so is there any opening in the company? So I will just enrich the data. So it will consume 10 credits, it's okay, okay? uh, I've just run the enrichment one, and it has seen that, you can see that found this much job. So it has opening. So if you will talk about the company, facebook.com, it has 3211 jobs openings, okay? You can job count, jobs. So the first one is business development manager. So if you will open this one, okay? So you can find all the details, you can find the job description, okay? uh, Obviously there are, you can take out the data to other columns also, but that is the not job of this video, okay? But you can see that we can enrich with job. We can also enrichment, let's do more enrichment. So suppose that I want to extract the company revenue, okay? So if you will extract the company revenue, then it will consume 7 credits, okay? So if you want to outreach, you can spend the 7 credits, but the purpose of this video is to teach, not to outreach. That's why I don't want to spend this 7 credit, okay? So you can find. Now I will use the clay agent to enrich. So suppose that I will do enrichment and I will use AI, and in this I will just write, hey, this is the person LinkedIn URL. Sorry, I will not do I will do configure. So here you can generate the column. So suppose that if you will write some goal of your prompt, and if you will generate, it will write their own prompt, okay? Write its own prompt like in detailed format, like. But sometimes it is wrong. So suppose that I have seen that 3 out of 10 times I have to read and I have to correct it. So I'm not going to use generative one. I'm going to just directly to configure, and I'm going to write the prompt here, okay? So the goal of this is to fetch the LinkedIn profile details, okay? And I will use it further. So this is this is the person LinkedIn URL, okay? LinkedIn URL, okay? So this is the person LinkedIn URL slash uh, person LinkedIn. So this is the LinkedIn profile, and your work is to fetch the about section. Okay, so what does the people do? What did the people do? It is written in the about section. So in the about section of the LinkedIn profile, okay, so I am doing the enrichment, means I'm finding the other data points of the person. Okay, and then will use Clegent Argon. Okay, we can use Clegent Argon, that is recommended. So yes, just use it. Okay, save and run 10 rows. Now what will happen, it will, what how it works I will tell you. That first it go to that, LinkedIn profile URL, and after going to that LinkedIn profile URL, it fetches the information just like a human being. Okay, so it is it if a human will do that, it will go to the LinkedIn URL, and then it will copy the about section, and then it will paste it. So it is done within seconds, right? Probably 1 second for one LinkedIn URL, you can say. Okay, less than that. Okay, so if a human will do, it will take time, at least 5 to 6 minutes, but uh, this clay has done within seconds, right? So you can see it is the LinkedIn profile URL, the LinkedIn profile URL. Okay, now I will, this is the response, this is the response. Okay, and you don't have to worry about all this reasoning confidence and all. It has also has purpose, but this is the response and this is the result that we have got. Now this I will add this as a column, and I will name it as the about section. Okay, so I am making new column, about section of LinkedIn, and I will just create the column. Now this is all the enrichment. Okay, now we have done the enrichment, and again now we have to transform it. So transforming means, what, that we have found the data points, we have found out the person. Now we have to transform that into the usable form so that we can use it. For example, so suppose that we have found out the location. So location is San Francisco, California, United States. Okay, but if you will use this lengthy location into our email or into the message, if you are doing it in LinkedIn, then that will become lengthy, right? So if we will use this one, okay, it will become lengthy if you will use all. So we have to, what we have to do, we have to normalize it. Okay, we have to normalize, we have to transform this into the usable form so that we can use it in our email. Okay, so what we have to do, just we can normalize the location. So we have to find out normalize uh, location. Okay, normalize location. And if you will use this one, okay, if you will use this one, it will normalize the location. So okay, uh, location, and then yeah, okay, continue to add field name, place type, and country, reason name. So I want to I have another column named reason. Okay, so I will just check this one, so it will create a new column, and then I will save and run 10 rows in the view. Now you can see that. Okay, now you can see that the shorter form of name will come. Okay, so uh, let's wait for some minute. Okay, okay, now we have reason, the reason is California, and we will add this as a column. Okay, reason, create column, and you can see that the California has come. Okay, okay, this, I think this one has not worked. uh, might be some bug. Okay, so we have found out the reason. Now we can use this in our email or in our message, and it will look like sleek, our message will be short. Okay, now similarly with job title, so we, if we will use this one, software engineer 3, software development engineer 2, TLS lead software quality engineer. Okay, so these are not normalized. So similarly, we can normalize this one. So we can normalize job title. Okay, so here you can normalize person job title, enrichment. It is enrich job, clean job title. So we can clean it. Okay, unnecessary information. So this is same as normalization. So I will just put here a job title, and here you can apply the template, and then you can and just you can save and run the 10 rows. So now it will normalize that job title. So you can see that. Okay. So senior software engineer, it will remove any extra suffixes and all. So lead quality software, principal software engineer, lead software engineer. So okay, you can modify the prompt according to you. Okay, if you can remove these three, you can write in the prompt that if any number, if any Roman number is there, you can remove that one. It's up to you how to normalize that job title. Now the very important thing is that you to personalize the email. Okay. So I will check whether there is any previously written prompt or not, inbuilt prompt inbuilt prompt or not. Okay. Personalize or personalization. Okay. Personalization, and here you will find there is no personalization column, or icebreaker might be there. Icebreaker. Now, break or create a column with a AI for icebreaker, artificial intelligence. So, icebreaker. Icebreaker is the personalized line that we are writing into the email. That is the first line. Okay. Okay. So it has written all the prompts. Okay. Uh, okay. Written all the prompts. Now, what I will do? Uh, First name without title. Okay, it has included all the column. So yes, now I will write personalized line. So I will just save and run the 10 rows in the view. Now what will happen, we have the data point that about section, LinkedIn profile name, and then we are transforming that data so that we can use it in our email. So you can see that it has written the personalized line. It has written the personalized line. And actually, you can modify the prompt by according to you. Okay. So if you don't like something, okay, if you have some lines, and if you don't like something, you can modify that prompt. So the AI will generate icebreaker according to you. So suppose that if you don't want that first, that the first name, because you're writing first name at the header of the email. So if you don't want first name, you can ask AI to know to include the first name according to you. It's up to you. Okay. So this is all about. So transform means you have to transform the existing data point to the form that we can use it in our email. Now, how to export? So you can go to action, and here is the export tab, and then you can export to the CRM you are using. Send to the sequencer. If you have a smart lead attached to it, you can send to it, or you can export to any database. But you can export to download a CSV also, that you export, and after downloading it, you can export it into the other according to you. You can use that data. So I will just export this whole table. Okay. And it has been downloaded. So this is all about FETE framework. Hope you have liked it. If you have liked this video, if you have learned something this from this video, you can like this and you can subscribe this channel.